Let me ask you a powerful question. What if the hardest season of your life is the very place where God wants to reveal His greatest provision to you? Today we're talking about strengthening faith and dependence on God, the kind of faith that only deepens when everything else seems to fall away. You see, sometimes we go through desert seasons, barren times when it feels like there is nothing around us but struggle, like there's no comfort, no worldly support, and nowhere to turn. It is in these very moments that God wants to do His greatest work in us. Let's look at these interesting words from the Old Testament. He humbled you, causing you to hunger, and then feeding you with manna, which neither you nor your ancestors had known, to teach you that man does not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes from the mouth of the Lord. Here we see that God stripped the Israelites of every comfort, every familiar thing, and every worldly resource so that they could learn a vital truth. We don't survive on what we think we need, but on every word that comes from God's own mouth. When God led His people into the wilderness, He brought them to a place where they had nothing to lean on but Him. He wanted to teach them that true life, true sustenance, comes from faith and trust in Him alone. And maybe that's where you find yourself today, struggling in a desert season where it feels like every earthly support has been stripped away. Maybe you feel lost or abandoned, but let me tell you something powerful. The desert is not a place of abandonment. It is a place of divine transformation. It's where God meets you, feeds you, and teaches you to trust. Just as God provided food for the Israelites, just enough each day, He will provide what you need in your desert season. Maybe you don't see it now, but God is teaching you something that will change you forever. He's teaching you to depend on Him instead of on your own strength or on unnecessary things. In the desert, God's people had to depend on Him daily for provision, and they couldn't store it up or rely on yesterday's provision. They had to come to Him, freshly dependent, every morning. What if God is doing the same in your life right now? What I am going to say now may sound challenging, but you need to hear it. Embrace the desert season. Let go of the need to have it all figured out, to have every answer, every plan. Instead, let this season be a time when you allow God to shape your faith in ways you never dreamed possible. Trust that the one who provided food and protection in the desert will provide what you need today. And don't stop here. If this resonates with you, if this has awakened something within your spirit, I encourage you to watch the other related videos in the description below. Each message is carefully designed to guide you, to inspire you, to help you build a faith that can withstand any desert season. Let these videos be part of your journey of strengthening your dependence on God. Remember, you are not walking alone. God is walking with you now, providing for you, sustaining you. So dive deeper, watch more, and let your faith flourish in this season of trust. God is with you and He will provide right here, right now.